Okay, we're going to get ready to get started here. And first off, I'd like to just take a moment to say thanks for you to take your time out of your schedule. I know, again, everybody is busy from time to time, particularly this time of year, and it's difficult, but we've elected to implement using these webinars. And as we progress and go forward with the nationwide Barrow battle, this is going to be something we're going to implement in several different phases. So be watching for continuous updates on these, and that they are available, that they will be made available to you throughout, because we think that it can be very, very successful and useful in all regards. So hopefully you can get something out of this, and we look forward to the outcome. On here with me tonight, well, first let's talk on the nationwide Barrow battle. As everyone is aware, will be March the 2nd through the 4th of next year. Obviously, it is at the Heart of Oklahoma Expo Center here in Shawnee, Oklahoma. The facilities is really well equipped, really nice. For those of you that haven't been there, the town, the community has certainly been very helpful, and look forward to the event. So think it'll be a great event for everyone. On here tonight, I'm Todd Kennedy. I'm with ShowRite Feeds. My telephone number is listed there. Any of you that have any questions. Also tonight, and running the slides from her desk, is actually Julie Milligan. So from time to time as we talk, we're doing this broadcast live, and we're doing it in separate locations. So she will be actually monitoring our slides back and forth for us. Also working with me is Tommy Milligan of OklahomaShowPigs.com. He monitors the chat that we do. You can see you have a section there on your right-hand corner that you can chat in questions, and that is something that we encourage. What this is about is to hopefully answer any questions that you as breeders may have. So take this time to utilize that, and feel free to ask questions. Some of the questions that you have may be certainly ones that others have, and vice versa. So hopefully we'll gather as many questions as we can. I'll be happy to go back to at the end of the slideshow and hopefully get some of those answered for you. As well, anytime from now or even later, Milligan's phone number is on there. You can reach him by phone as well. Okay. And again, I mean, our questions, you can chat or you can send us emails, however you need to get with us. The main thing is we want to try to get your questions answered. Moving on, as we go through here, one of the things that we really are wanting to strive on, and that we have made a big push, is to promote the breeders. And this is a deal that we understand, for this to be a successful event. Obviously, from a breeder standpoint, that's where that it all starts at. From ShowRite's perspective, in our regard, we understand and know the importance that it is for you guys, from the breeder's perspective, as well as what we're wanting to do is to help you in terms of marketing to get your pigs sold. We're all in this together. We obviously know that it will take all of us, and that's why you'll see as we round out the evening here of what we're trying to do. I hope everybody understands what our accomplishments are, but we understand that it all circulates and it goes through you guys. So that's what we're going to do. I'm going to talk to you a little bit about promotions and some different things that it's going to take to make you successful. But first and foremost, what that we want to do is we need to make sure that you as a breeder, you see your name listed on the Nationwide Barrow Battle website under the participating breeders section. We've had a few people call in that said their name didn't show up, or obviously those of you that have websites, or if you don't have website, The websites that show up in yellow is farms or individuals that have links to us. If you have a website and your name is in white, please let us know. You can contact or send that information to Julie. We'll get that corrected and get that sent to put out there to where it is. So when people go through, they'll and look at websites, they'll be able to find you. Obviously, in terms of the show itself, one of the clearing points that we've got to get through to everybody is understand that only the pigs from these participating breeders are the animals that are allowed to come to the show. Again, that's our perspective in terms of doing a good job to market you guys as breeders. We've got several different facets and formats that we're using to do that. You'll start seeing those as time progresses. But later on, even in the slide, we're going to show you some of the marketing tools that we're using. But again, we understand that we've got to market you and your firm of getting your pigs sold. But then again, for people to come to the show, they have to buy a pig from you guys. Also, we want you to take note that all of the participating breeders are certainly the ones that is a part of this. You're eligible for lots of different awards, and we want you to take note of the Breeders' Cup Award. That's one particular event that is going to take place during our show that we think is very special, and we're proud to be able to do that on behalf of ShowRite. What the Breeders' Cup Award is, actually is, for example, on the breeder of the Grand Champion Barrow, that breeder is going to receive $2,500, and that is guaranteed money. We have been asked that from time to time, and actually on our webinar that we've already done, those questions was continuously brought up to us about that. The breeder of the Grand Barrow, that Grand Barrow, the exhibitor will get $5,000. The breeder, you get $2,500. Now, with that being said, one of the questions that has been prompted and asked to us many times is if the breeder raises the hog, how does that work? Well, it's pretty simple. If you're the breeder and your kid, your son or daughter shows that pig, then you will take home $7,500. That's not an if or nothing else. I mean, it is combined. So you, as a breeder, if you exhibit the pig that you raised, you can combine those efforts and you take the $7,500 home. Likewise, the breeder of all of the breed champion barrows, you will get $500 guaranteed. The pay scale is listed on the website in terms of the kid or the exhibitor. From an exhibitor standpoint, all of those breed champion barrows get $1,000. The breeder will get $500. So we feel very, very fortunate that we're able to do this. When we set it up, again, we wanted to make great recognition for the breeders, but more importantly, we feel very fortunate that we're going to be able to give back to you guys because, you know, plain and simple, without you, we wouldn't be able to do this, period. So that's why that money's there. One of the real good awards that we are probably take the most pride in is the Premier Breeder Award, and we certainly feel like this will be the toughest, most bragged about award of all. And what this is going to do is go to a breeder that actually his barrow tallies the most points. And what you receive out of that will be a Sundowner popper. That popper is donated to us from D&D Farm and Ranch in Seguin, Texas. The way that will work is any of your barrows that place in the top 5 of their class, a cumulative, will receive points. At the end of the night, with the breeder that has the most points of barrows in the top 5 of the class, that's who's going to win a Sundowner popper. That is your popper to keep and get to take home, and we think that will be a very deserving award, and we think that's the one that you'll get, that the person will get the most bragging rights, because we feel that it'll be very, very tough to win that award. So we look forward to everybody participating in that. Obviously, the requirements as a breeder, many of you know that. You've already signed up. and went through the registration process from what's on our website. You've done that. Obviously, you understand the format being that you must use show rights 50 mg baby pig starter here for your fall pig crop. And those are pretty plain and simple and to the point. For those of you any of you that perhaps have not signed up yet, or any of you that know people that have not signed up that wants to participate, you still can do that online at www.barrowbattle.com. That can be done until September the 15th. The registration fee now is $50. So that is still set up. Again, on September the 15th, PayPal will be removing that account. That's how it's all handled. So at that day, it will be cut off. So if you haven't signed up or you know someone that would like to, be sure and get that done. Many of you have asked us how we're going to track the individual animals. What we are going to do, instead of doing a tag format when we first designed the show of the rules and regulations, we was going to utilize a tag format. However, due to our response and the number of people that we've had to participate, we are actually going to a breeder number. And each breeder will receive a number coming email here in the next few weeks. And our example here on the slide tonight is going to show you is 6001. For instance, ABC Genetics is going to be breeder number 6001. Therefore, when they sell all of their pigs this fall, they will just pass that number along to the purchaser of that animal. Therefore, they will put that number into the slot on the DNA entry form, and that's what makes you and your pig eligible for the event. So rather than keeping up with a number of tags from a breeder standpoint and our standpoint for that matter, we've decided to just use the breeder number. Again, you will be receiving an email from Julie here in the next few weeks that's going to have that number on it, and you will be able to implement that and go forward. Again, that has to be put on the DNA cards and on the entry form. The Valued Customer Award, this is one token that we, again, are very proud that we're going to be able to offer. This award is going to be given to one of the participating breeders that signed up. Again, I encourage you to go on our website, click under breeders, look under the list of participating breeders. There you will see the names of all of the ones of you that have signed up and plan to be a part of this. One of the breeders will receive a 1-year lease of a Sundowner show stock aluminum trailer. Again, that trailer will be donated on behalf of Sundowner Trailers through D&D Farm and Ranch in Seguin, Texas. And we will give that trailer away on Saturday night before the show at our appreciation dinner. So that is strictly going to be done in a drawing. So all of you that participated, that paid the $20 or the late fee that paid the $50, your name will be put into a drawing, and one lucky breeder's name will be drawn out, and you will receive the Sundowner show stock aluminum trailer for 1 year. Here you can see the DNA kits. Those kits are made available to you online. It says here September the 1st. Those will actually be ordered, be ready to be ordered here the latter part of this week. The kits are now available. You can go on there. It will be in a shopping cart manner. They can be purchased right there online. As well, they must be purchased by November the 1st online. So a couple of different options that I'm going to talk with you about. If you're going to sell pigs and you've got particular customers that you know are going to want to show at the Barrow Battle, make sure that they get their kits purchased prior to November the 1st to do that online. There is no limit for the number of kits that can be purchased, so there's not a restriction. You can buy as many as you want. One of the things that have been brought to our attention is many of the breeders are going ahead and purchasing kits themselves. And what that kit is, that kit costs $5. And the way that some of the breeders are looking at it, they are going to purchase the kits ahead of time. They are going to go ahead and have the hair pulled on their animal. They can go ahead and fill in the ear notch. And therefore, when they sell those pigs, they can at that point just give that kit to the purchaser. The purchaser, therefore, will take it, fill out their information, mail that in with their $20, and that is their entry form. But from a breeder's perspective, that is going to, for the extra $5 that you're going to put into a kit, that is going to go ahead and make the initial steps of getting that done prior to. And a lot of the breeders are taking advantage in doing that. So that's one avenue you might want to consider from a breeder's perspective, is to go ahead and purchase some of your kits prior to selling your pigs. But more importantly, take note that the kits need to be purchased by November the 1st to buy them online. With that all being said, we will have kits available at our booth at the Fall Classic in November. So there will be chances, there will be opportunities to buy kits. If you bring pigs to the Fall Classic, you got pigs in there, some young kid purchases your animal and he wants to show it at the Barrow Battle, he'll have the opportunity to buy a kit there from us that day. But the online purchasing must be done by November 1. A couple of things. We've made some changes since the show very first started. If you read through the initial rules, we have changed the show now to an 8-breed format rather than 6. We was going to show black OPB and white OPB. Due to some gracious contributions and some opportunities that come forward, allowed us to go ahead and expand our show. Therefore, we are going to have a Berkshire class, a Chester and Landrace class, a Duroc, Hamps, Polands, Spots, Yorks, and Crosses. So, therefore, those of you that raised the black OPBs, take note that those classes now will be split. We certainly thank each and every one of you for participating in that from that standpoint, and we feel very fortunate that, more importantly, we're going to let a couple of more kids have the opportunity to go home with breed champions that day, that more so than what that we had initially thought. So we think that's a great addition to the show as well. Each of those breed champions, those kids will receive $1,000. Again, as a breeder, you receive $500. This is a non-pedigreed show. It has been asked on numerous times about the show. You show the pigs the way they look. It will be instructed to our judges that if the judges don't like how one looks, don't use it. It's that plain, that simple. Okay. So therefore, if you've got a solid white one, you want to show him as a Yorkshire, you show him as a Yorkshire. If he comes in there and he's got black specks or floppy ears and the judge don't feel comfortable that he looks like a Yorkshire, then he's instructed not to use that one. So, and more importantly, take note, this is a non-pedigreed show, and we are going to show them just like we would Oklahoma and Texas style. I mentioned to you about several advertising opportunities. On here, there's many more, but I'm going to give you a list of the ones that that we have elected to utilize, and if we haven't at this point, we plan to. Obviously, Drive Magazine, as they're one of our sponsors and sponsoring the collegiate judging contest at this event. Jackie and her crew has been very, very good to work with. and we certainly encourage you to consider that. Likewise, OklahomaShowPigs.com, with the help of Tommy and Julie, I mean, they've been very, very instrumental in nationwide bear battle. Julie has spent a great deal of time. She's the one that has built our website. She has orchestrated it all, and we certainly thank her for that, but certainly encourage you from an advertising standpoint to look at that. Also, showpig.com with Katie Bratton and Kevin Went, both of them, obviously, I mean, they've got a great website there. Utilize and get out and market with them. One of the new ones, the pigplanet.com, highly encourage you to check that out. That is a very, very good, informative website. In the magazine standpoint, Ag Youth Magazine, this month, if you have not seen yet, the Nationwide Bear Battle has a big 2-page layout. On that particular ad there, as well as the Seed Stock Edge, you will see all of the breeders' names listed that were signed up before the first cutoff time. We have all the names listed to the public so that they can go through there. They will see whom is signed up and who the participating breeders are. We're utilizing both of those magazine as well for print ads. Also, the Breeder's Digest is made available to you. I highly encourage to go ahead and get out there and get your farm advertised. If you see on your screen, the bottom right-hand corner is the Nationwide Bear Battle logo. You should have that. For some reason, if you do not and you did not receive the email, please get with Julie or myself about that, and we'll make sure we get that to you. That logo is made available to you to put on any banner ads or on your website or in any of the print magazine ads that you utilize. So feel free to utilize that as much as you can to bring notoriety to not only yourself but as well as to the show. I mentioned Drive Magazine. They're going to offer some specials. This next 2 or 3 slides is going to show you some specials. The magazine ads are due now to claim space. I think the print on those magazines are actually not due for another week or so. If you take out a full-page ad in Drive Magazine and you're a participating breeder with the Barrow Battle, those ads are available to you for $650. Half-page ads are at $450. Make sure you bring to the attention that you're part of the Barrow Battle and you can get those rates. You'll see on the bottom of the screen there it has Jackie's phone number. You can contact her and she'll be happy to work with you. I know she's got a special as well. If you advertise in September, October, and in the November, December issue and run full-page ads, they're going to allow you to have all 3 issues at $500 an issue. So you got a real good savings there. If you want to advertise 3 times. So certainly one of the things to consider when you do print advertising. Likewise, on the internet, OklahomaShowPigs.com, they are going to offer a 15% discount on all services, whether it be on websites, a banner, or to do e-blast. Again, that's available to any of the members, the participating breeders of the Nationwide Bear Battle. You can see their phone numbers listed there and their email address. Feel free to contact Tommy or Julie there at the office, and they'll be happy to work with you. Again, bring note that you're a member or of a participating breeder of the Barrow Battle, and you can receive the 15% off all services. Showpig.com. Like I mentioned, Katie and Kevin do an enormous amount of the online pig sales. I think that's going to be a very, very big deal, particularly at this for the Barrow Battle standpoint. We have had so much interest from so many different states and so many different people that I think the online pig sales will be greater this fall than what we have seen in the past. What they're going to do, they're going to recognize all of the eligible breeders and their bearers that are available to go to that show when you do your online sales. For example, when you go down through there, if you are a participating breeder and you're having an online sale with showpig.com, and you happen to be in a sale that has other breeders that are not next to yours, like for instance lot 1, again by ABC Genetics, that pig will be eligible for the Barrow Battle. He will have a Barrow Battle logo out to the side or an asterisk or something that's going to bring note that that pig is eligible. So that will be, those animals will be recognized on all of their online sales that they do throughout the fall. So we think that is a very, very good token for you and to bring notoriety to you, as well as they will list comments in the homepage of each of the online sales that have participating breeders. Likewise, the banner advertising, and we've mentioned the sales, both of those, they will put the logos on. If you have any questions, feel free to contact Katie. There's her telephone number. Great people to work with, and certainly encourage that. A little off subject, but I want to bring it to your attention because everybody knows somebody that perhaps could be interested in this. Vendor space is going to be made available in the next couple of days. We are fixing to fill that particular column up on our website. Again, if you have somebody that's interested in being a potential vendor, you can contact Julie or myself, as well as going online at www.barrowbattle.com. Click under the vendors. All that information will be listed. We have vendor space for up to 80 vendors at the event. I think this is going to be a very good opportunity for several different groups or activities that to participate in. Our interest has been very, very good on this deal. So if you have somebody or know somebody that would be interested in the space, certainly might want to look in there. Our judges for this year's event, the showmanship judge will be Mr. Kim Brock. Many of you, I'm sure, know him. Kim is from Oklahoma State University. He will be doing our entire showmanship contest. The showmanship contest is a deal that we are really looking forward to. There's a great deal of money that's going to be paid out there. I highly encourage you, if you haven't seen that particular part of the event, take a look at it. We've got 4 age divisions. The age divisions are going to pay a real good back in terms of the top 5. Likewise, they're going to receive buckles, banners, and jackets. Those jackets will be made available to you through One More Embroidery. We really look forward to the showmanship. The overall showman will receive $1,000. That $1,000 was donated to us from Frontline Genetics. On the sponsorship, while we're talking about that, there is a sponsorship still available for the show. We have fulfilled many of the needs already, but the Reserve Champion Showmanship is still made available. So if you or you know somebody that may be interested in it, that sponsorship is open, and the cost of that is $500. All $500 of the money that is donated will be paid back, and that will go to the overall showmanship winner. If you're interested or know anybody that's interested in that, again, feel free to contact myself or contact Julie. Also, you see on here our Barrow Show. The head judge is for this year's event is Mr. Mark Hogue. Mark is from the state of Illinois. Very well respected hog judge, judges all over the country. Feel very, very fortunate to have him. As well, assisting him will be Mr. Jerry McLemore from Oklahoma. I don't think either of those two guys need any special introduction. From the show right standpoint and on behalf of the Nationwide Barrow Battle, we feel very fortunate to be able to give that lineup of judges, and certainly look forward to a great event. With that, I hope that we are getting some questions. I know that this is not an open line. It is strictly an event that you're going to listen to me talk. We're getting those questions come back, so if you will, please just hold tight with me for just a couple of minutes. We're going to download these, and I'll hopefully be able to answer some of your questions, and I'll be right back to you. Okay, just briefly, I'm going to go through a couple of these questions here that we've got. And again, any of you that have any more, feel free to email. As well, you can contact any of the guys that's involved with ShowRite. We ought to be able to answer any of your questions. But a couple of the questions is, will there be a refund on DNA kits if you order too many? The answer to that is no. Yet, with that, if you purchase too many kits this year, you can't utilize them all, you can still be available to use those kits next year. So the kits themselves, what I'm saying, is not dated. So just roll over the kit. Any extra unused kits, feel free to use those again. From a promotion standpoint of whom we're promoting you guys to, that question was asked. Like I mentioned in the slide, we're doing a great deal of advertising not only on banner ads, but through magazine ads, as well as these webinars. Just to give you a few ideas, we are going to open up and have webinars made available to potential exhibitors, to their families. We're going to go in more in depth and detail of some of the activities that's going to take place with that, with the show to enhance the exhibitor's involvement. With that being said, that answers another one of the questions that was brought to us, is what all the exhibitors are going to have. I do want to make note that there will be a schedule change on Saturday, and what that is going to be is going to allow for many additional activities that is going to be available for the kids, such as speech contests. We're going to have an interview contest, some different things in terms of some sporting games and stuff for the kids. So you can be watching the website for some updates and changes on that. As many of you I'm sure you're aware of, ShowRite and the Nationwide Barrow Battle, we both try to use as much social media as we can in terms of Facebook. That's something that I didn't bring up early, but from a participating breeder standpoint, I certainly encourage you to look at doing that. That costs you $0, and I promise you the network that you get out of that will more than pay for itself. So you have nothing to lose. I would highly encourage you to consider doing that. But more importantly, from our regard, please watch through that for sudden updates and different things that we may add to the show. You'll see that done and listed on there as well as on our website. One of the main questions that's continuously brought up, I was asked again tonight, and it was brought up on a couple occasions the other night, was household nominations. That is available. The way that will work is when an exhibitor buys an animal, or you as a breeder buy that kit and you give that kit to the purchaser, anyone in that household can show that animal. As long as they live at that residency, that kid from anybody at that residency will be able to show there. For example, if my kids could show, and they cannot, but if I had an animal that I purchased from ABC Genetics and I brought that animal to my house, then either Blake or Bailey would be able to show that once I got to the show. So when that entry goes in, it will be entered as the Kennedy family and have both Blake and Bailey's name on the entry card. And once that entry is sent in, either one of them can show once we get to the actual event. So that's a great question, but I want to make sure that everybody understands that. We're not expecting everybody to go and worry about double up in entries and everything else. One entry will actually cover any kid at that household. Again, there's several junior activities that's going to be added. We have had overwhelming response in terms of people coming forward wanting to be a part of this event. And just again, I just encourage you to watch the website for those updates. More and more. To explain Jerry McLemore, I've had this question asked again. Jerry is strictly as a consulting judge. I had that conversation along with one of my fellow co-workers, Ryan Seitz. We talked with Jerry way back before, explained this to him before we even announced the judge. We went to him with the thought and the idea that we wanted him to be a part of this. We have total confidence and control that he's going to do a great job as a consultant judge there. The head judge of the show is Mark Hogue. It has been asked on a few different occasions, well, does Jerry McLemore, you see his name listed as a participating breeder? I will answer that. Yes, he is a participating breeder, and yes, he is a consultant judge. Like I said, on behalf of ShowRite, we feel certainly confident Jerry's going to do a good job there. I have no worries, no concerns with that, and I want to get that out on the table. That has been a question that's been brought through on our chat line as well as on emails, so I want to put that out there. Yes, we know that he signed up. Yes, we know that he's probably going to sell pigs. It's going to be there, and yes, we have total confidence in when Jerry steps in that ring, he's going to do it the way he sees fit and he wants to do on that day. So with that said, that's how that will be handled. Hopefully we're not going to take any more of your time. I hope that you got a lot out of this. If not, feel free to contact me anytime that you'd like. As well, contact any of the other ShowRite guys. We're there to work for you guys. And to help you, whether we can help you from a marketing standpoint, whatever it is we can. We understand that it all works and it goes through you guys first, and we want to do what we can to make you successful. So again, thank you for your time. We appreciate it, and have a good night.